Disclaimer: fair use and education purpose use only. All rights, image, music clips, and other material belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. This is a disclaimer. Gang, gang. Trey ain't finna smoke this whole case. Cause y'all know it go back to one song, right? Y'all know when Trey Gang realized, like, okay, the footage off 2 hours. 3 o'clock is 1 o'clock. Andrew Holmes said, I saw Kenneka in the lobby at 3:20, but the time skipped at 3:20. But you will see balls in the lobby right at 3:15, 17, 18. But soon when they get to 3:20, she already leaving the time skip. Now watch this. Speaking of one song, ain't this where you will have her best friend will be playing her on the footage and walking down towards the lower level, right? Bumping in the walls, right? So that will be at one song. Look, right? They gave us that footage and they gave the timestamp 2 hours off. So let's say that was her best friend playing her on the footage and Trey Gang showed you this, and now we come to find out this at 1 o'clock. Now you will see why Tay Sunday timestamp will play a major factor in one song. And then look, I'm finna show it on the big screen. Boom. Now y'all see this timestamp when the detectives were taking the pictures of Kenneka. You know, they already took the watch off, right? Look what time they took the watch off. At 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, right? If you, look, this the watch that's on Kenneka's body. I flipped the image, right? Because, you know, they had it upside down, how the way Kenneka positioned it. So I rotated. And guess what time this would be? 3:15. They would be 3:15. So think about everybody when they said, when Kenneka came up missing, 3 songs. Well, really 2 songs. And Leonora was, I last seen the girl at 2 songs. The hotel saying she was missing at 3 songs. Come to find out it's 1 song. So when Irene got mad, talking about some, yeah, Kenneka really not up in her. It's going on 3 o'clock, 2 hours later, meaning she came up missing at 1 song. And check this out. And you want to know the cold part about it? Now you finna understand the pocket ticket on the 6. That means Kenneka was there with her best friend. And check this out. And you want to know another thing too? If they got Kenneka in a jean jacket outfit on, let's just say that was the 6, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that was the 6, right? And that's where you get the Adidas outfit from. If her best friend came to the hotel with the Adidas outfit and had to change clothes to the jean outfit. Oh yeah, this very finna be true. Cause that means if her best friend were heading to the lower level at 1 song, and we already know, like, man, Kenneka came out the room at 1 song. Even the investigator want to say, look, she made it there at 1 summer. That's when she was going to the room. You know what I'm talking about? Look, curious day. It's at 9 o'clock. Remember when Miss Teresa told everybody, they really found Kenneka body at 10 something. It was an employee in the kitchen with her that whole time he came out, but Kenneka didn't. And she said that employee was in the kitchen for how many hours? 2. So that means if she's speaking 2 hours, that means when you go to the footage, it's out 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? When you even Andrew Holmes said this. This the biggest break in the world. Look. So that means, watch this game. I'm finna ring bells. So that means, look, let me flip it over. Let me flip it over again. Now this how she would be laying, right? This how she would be laying, right? So that means she will be laying like this here at 3:15 September the 9th. And when the police came in the freezer, you know what I'm saying? When we see the surveillance footage, that's when Kenneka's body would be flipped over. So that means when her body was flipped over, that means they got it at the timestamp. So that means her body stayed on her back. This how they would place her in the freezer upright, sitting up with her breast exposed. And then look, when the police, remind y'all when the police all through that day acting like Leonora and them, forgetting to put the signature on the missing person report and stuff. Remember all that? So that means that girl body was in that freezer the whole time. And when the police came in there, when they gave us the footage, that's when they flipped the body, because we seen the police with gloves on and they back in the freezer like, what they doing? Man, this the biggest receipt in the game. Look. Cause check this out. You can go to the footage. This is gonna be round about one song. So check this out. Where were her best friend on the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th? Think about when they come to Kenneka's best friend. Why she didn't show up with the family at the hotel? Keep this in mind, right? When did she allegedly claim she never wasn't there, right? She said she was never there, you know what I'm talking about? But she was there, right? So tell me, if she wasn't there, right, what time she got the news? Have y'all noticed that you don't see this girl on none of the protest videos? Like, boom, where's Zari at? You know, everybody else at the protest. Oh, I see what was going on. That's probably who would really have Kenneka's phone. Because if Kenneka's phone was in that room where Irene and were going live and all this old stuff, talking about they about to go outside and all this, and they want you to believe that's that one song, so that means her best friend would have the phone. Because Kenneka would be in the room asking everybody, can I see one of y'all phone? She ain't never said where my phone is. Right? So when I told everybody, look, go back and watch the footage. Look, this explains why Gina McGee was telling everybody, if Kenneka came out that room at one some, guess who you gonna see all in the lobby? Staff members. Cause watch this. Cause at 1:20, they said, I'm ready to go. On Kenneka's phone. This what they doing on Kenneka's phone. Meaning why they got Kenneka's phone talking about I'm ready to go, they getting Kenneka out of there, bruh. And once they got Kenneka out of there, guess who you finna see on this footage? Staff members. You finna see the management. Man, you finna see the goddamn lady that's over the restaurant, bruh. You see what I'm saying? So now look, when it come to one some, then the news said she was roaming the hall for an hour. So if she came out the room at one some, then it go back to 2, right? To 2:30, right? That's an hour right there, right? So keep this in mind. Look what they will be doing for 2 hours, right? And everybody know who this is in the lobby. Look. Now Andrew Holmes said, yeah, at 320, you'll see Kenneka. It skips at 320. This at 310 right now. So when you go back to Kenneka phone, now you'll see why they put these people on blast with the luggage. Look at all that luggage these people got, bro. Look, check it out. Check this out. Matter of fact, I got to put this picture up here. Because you got to go with the timestamp that's going to say on her watch, right? So that means at some point in time at 3:15, she was already in the freezer on September the 9th, bro. And they took photos. Because they took photos. They took photos. Then look, now, if they took photos like this at 3-some, did Kilo Brown exposed it when they were like, that's when the police will be up there. That's when everything get hyped. And that's a time frame where everybody will be in the kitchen. That's when everybody was gonna be in the kitchen at 3-some. Watch this. That's why we. So now look, I got to go to Facebook for this. I got to go to Facebook for this game. Wait a minute, what happened? Hold on, y'all. All right. This is what I'm finna do. Where my Facebook at? When you type in Kenneka Martin, check this out. Just keep it scrolling. Watch the time and the dates on her. Man. They done switched it out. Here it go. Now look. Just pay attention to all the photos. Now keep this in mind. When Kenneka case was hot and all of this, you saw a look photos with her and Azaria, her real best friend. And Miss Reese and them showed you more photos with Monifa and Shamaya and them and making it like they the best friends. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now check this out. Keep this in mind, right? Don't you think the best friend supposed to be on the mother side while she all at the protest and, you know, speaking at the press conference, and when Miss Risa go live, she supposed to mention Zari, the best friend, and all of this. All of this stuff, right? Gang, let me keep scrolling. Look, Miss Teresa said this on September the 16th. 29th. She said, zoom in on this picture, not a photo. I mean, not surveillance footage. This lady said a picture, bro. And guess what she said? Look at her face. When they finally let me, Leonora, see her lively body, I told y'all before, what? Here's the look. She had a distinctive look on her face. So why would she would be on the radio station telling everybody, yeah, when I was looking at Kenneka in the casket, she was already in a white body bag already. So when she was telling that story, that discussing Luke supposed to be on the gurney, right? In the kitchen when they first discovered the body, right? So that means that's why her eyes closed and looked deceased on this picture then. You see what I'm saying? That's why her eye closed, and that's why she got different facial expressions on this video, bro. Now, hold up. Watch this. Let's kick some more butt. Boom, you see how they look. You see how, look, now you see how they like, yeah, this my best friend, my best friend. Boom. You had to keep Azaria out of it, because if everybody found out that Azaria was the real best friend in the beginning, the case would have been over with. Now look, if you look at this, look who Kenneka with. She just out with her cousin and Irene. Family members and friends, right? That's why they gave us this video, to make look like this what they do all the time. Everyday type shit. That wasn't true. Out of all videos, you'll never see a video with Kenneka and Azaria together on a live video. So look, let's meet Teresa, talk her little stuff. Check this out. She said if they whatever the emoji is, about the day Kenneka, September the 10th, died allegedly. That's why she had to put allegedly. But her body was found, and she gave you a timestamp, 10/14. Uh-oh. We got a timestamp, September the 9th, 10/14. Did we got them? Do we got them now? Look at this. What time that watch would say? You see what I'm saying? Now we know that watch gonna say, I mean, not this watch. Well, look at the timestamp. This is gonna be at 3:15. And if you put this image, that's why the watch saying 9 o'clock. Yeah. You see that? Don't they say 9? And then look what Miss Teresa said. That's why Miss Teresa had to show y'all younger pictures. Look, the game over with. This is why Miss Teresa shared all none but younger pictures of Kenneka, because she gonna be kicking the with Shamaya and them at the time when they was still in school and stuff, when everybody staying at their house and all of this old stuff. But as Kenneka was like, yeah, Zaria my best friend, and this thing you know, they had to erase everything that come on. Man, bro, you don't even just really, if her best friend, if why Kenneka got videos supposed to be on the lives and videos and posts talking about Azaria, but they deleted all that. They needed us believe Monifa. So now look, boom, check this out. Just keep this in mind. This the same girl claimed that she didn't know Kenneka. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, let's keep it scrolling. Times and dates still matter at this point. So look how they using Monifa. Yeah, this my best friend, clout chasing off the girl name, want to be like her, want to have a part in the middle of their hair. And come on, you'll never look like Kenneka. You look like a moose. You look like a Montana moose. Up there in the Montana Jack. Yeah, them big motherfuckers. Yeah, when I think about the moose in Montana, I'm thinking about Bullwinkle. Bitch look like Bullwinkle, you know what I'm talking about? But now look, let me keep scrolling. This September the 13th. Keep these folks in mind, bruh. Look, keep these folks in mind. This September 13th. They got the video. Look, this video is, y'all see this? Look how blurry this video is. All these videos, look what he's saying. More people than I thought also proved that she wasn't getting raped in the video. Now, keep this in mind. These would be all the videos allegedly supposed to be going on 1 and 2 o'clock, meaning that she would still be in the room. See what I'm saying? Ain't these the video? Lyra said, I have all the video. Remind y'all, she said, I have all the video. So guess what Lyra did? Boom, she in the room. You see her in the room. Look, in the corner. No Kenneka, but you see her right there in the corner. So Lyra wanted us with like, look, we need everybody to believe the party was live. It was crunk. Ain't nobody thinking about doing nothing to Kenneka. It had to be the hotel. Boy, the lie exposed now. Cause this the video they try to manipulate with the timestamp. Cause look, once you go to the footage, hold on. Matter of fact, let me do it like this here. That's all they were doing. Look, September the 26th on the 23rd. Guess what this lady said? So what you want, 100 Hermes? Your arms too short to box? What? God, woe to them that touch my child. And keep this in mind. Look, if you look at this image, you'll see why they had to Photoshop Kenneka face. Look, let me show you some images stuff. Oh, look, gang. I just had the photo. I don't need that one right now. I need the one I just had. Now look. God damn, they won't let me. Now y'all see him. Then you go to this. Hold on, matter of fact, I don't even need to do all that. Hold on. Now, check this out. Kenneka looked totally different. The image they gave us when they were flashing up pictures and stuff. All right. Let me go to this. This November 2017. Keep this in mind. Zach finna drop the interview round about a couple of days after this post. Now, you see how Zaria, boom, never said this my best friend. None of this. Look, check this out. Boom. How when she started to do her and end up doing celebrities her when Kenneka died? Because she was learning how to do her before Kenneka died. Then look, boom, September the 10th. Oh, I have been asleep yet. Kenneka, you look like you got everybody heart broken. How you gonna leave us? What time this was? Hold on. They ain't even. Oh yeah, they would discover her in the freezer at that time. All right. Look who would take the picture. And make it so bad he could be her best friend taking these pictures. Yeah, best friend, get my phone and snap me up. Hold up. Here go Miss Teresa game. I remember when you told me before they found Kenneka body. Can't nobody say they put something in Kenneka drink. Throwing it off on Monique to keep the lie going for the best friend. Look, September 13th. Watch what this say. Don't forget this day, Kenneka. You quitter. Y'all take me, want to play with your. Ooh wee. Watch this. Read this post and look at this. Watch this. Rest in peace. At 5:31 p.m. Allegedly what, Miss Teresa? There was an employee found in the kitchen for 2 hours. Hold on. Keep this in mind. What time Miss Teresa said she was found in the freezer? At 10:14 September what? So match those timestamps up with this. They match up perfectly because this 9 o'clock. Then when 9 o'clock hit, they got a whole hour for you to find out, like, yeah, she in the freezer. That's why she got to put allegedly on her, bro. That match up. The employee was in the kitchen for 2 hours. Check this out. Gang. This finna show you if an employee was in the kitchen with Kenneka for 2 hours. That means this. If she came up missing at one some, that's why you got a 2-hour theory. And then it show you on the watch. 2 hours later, she in the freezer at 3:15. At 3:15. So this show you this how they put her in the freezer on her back, breast exposed, pants down, neck covered up. And when the police went in there in the freezer, allegedly like they discovered her at 12 some. If you knock 2 hours off that, they go back to 10 some. So that means they've been flipping bodies and everything. Then you could go to the footage on this and watch the whole footage. Be like, what? If all this was going on, that footage finna show it for sure. That footage finna show it, bro. Hold on, let's keep it moving. Since we established a timestamp, we know what was going on at one song because Trey Gang got the video. We finna go back to this. Hold up. This how she would be laid. And then look, plastic on the nails. This where you're gonna see all the evidence. Plastic on the nails. Look, her watch still gonna be on. Check this out. She gonna have plastic all around her body. The girl gonna be dirty. They had to Photoshop this. You can even see the Photoshopping right here. Look at the good Photoshopping. Now look, since we know, oh, she was in there at 3:15. That's why you got these pictures came from an iPhone. That's where the iPhone come in when they took pictures, but when they flipped the body later on, you know what I'm saying? When they allegedly discovered in the freezer, that's when they took pictures of the crime scene camera. It's a big difference. That's why we had cell phone images of Kenneka in the freezer. If you look at this, these would be the cell phone images when Kenneka laid on her back, bro. All this came from somebody's phone, and they took the pictures with her watch, clearly telling you what time it is. So clearly the girl watch was still working all the way to 9 o'clock. And that's what Miss Teresa would know. And that's why she got to say something about 10 something with an employee. This just to show you what they were watching for 2 hours. A camera, they would be above the freezer. Man, let's get those likes up. Look how dirty the girl is. Look how her pockets turn in and out. Look how she, check this out. Look, this ain't even the same outfit that the girl had on. This the same outfit who would have on her best friend. She got the best friend outfit on in these photo images. That's why the jeans look loose.
Not invade our privacy. They were blurred somewhat, but heck, I can tell. But showing this to friends, they could tell it was us. The lawyer said we have no legal grounds to do anything. We are thankful that nothing occurred to us so far today, personally from us being in the surveillance. But every day we want.
Then this lady say, with us being in the surveillance, that means she gonna be in the surveillance at what time? Tay exposed. Cause she's saying, yeah, we on the footage round about this time at 1 song. So that means everybody gonna see what's going on at 1 and 2 o'clock. Man, this done got crazy, bruh. All because when Zaria died, bruh, that just exposed everything for me. I can walk this case down right now. Check this out. Watch this. Look at the crime scene. Look what you would be seeing when they put this how they put her in the freezer, bruh. Look at this. This shows you that at one point in time she was in the plastic bag. And when they put her, when they transport her, she gonna be in a trash bag. And when they were ripping the bag off, that's why some got caught on a nail. Look, check this out. Her clothes gonna be dirty, pockets turn in and out, breast exposed. She got her hand around her neck as in like she reaching for her neck. Cause maybe she got zip ties around her neck. Check this out. I'm glad that you said something about rigor mortis. Watch this. When it come to rigor mortis, you know what rigor mortis take a couple of hours to sit, right? If you understand everything about rigor mortis, just say, they said the freezer didn't work right, so it's gonna be hot in that freezer. Don't you know if I struggle with Kenneka in the freezer, right? Just say boom boom, I'm choking Kenneka. We hot, we getting sweaty. It's getting physical in the freezer, right? Well, anywhere where she gonna be at, we could be somewhere else at another crime scene. If we hot, right? And we struggling, and I'm strangulating her. She would die in this position and stay stuck. Think about a boxing match. You see how when you go, if a boxing match, when they get turned up, you know what I'm saying? The boxing match get turned up, right? And they going round for round, right? So their body temperature gonna be sky high. So when he hit them with a knockout punch, don't you know how they hit the mat and they be in those positions? You know what I'm saying? Arms, legs still in the air, but laid on their back like that. Yeah, if they die, they body gonna freeze the position the way they died, bro. You see what I'm saying? If you look at it like this here, just imagine somebody on top of the girl, bro. Somebody on top of the girl, her hand got a grip to something. Her hand got a grip on something. And her other hand is reaching around her neck. You see what I'm saying? So now look. Let's go to Miss Teresa. And what they were saying on Facebook. I don't want to see this. But you see, y'all see how they got Lil Durk tied up in this, right? Keep this in mind. Hold on. December 18th, 2017. Boom. Look at this, Kenneka. All right. Never mind that. Cause if somebody saying, look, I got information on, you know what I'm saying? People playing game. Here goes Shakai Garrett. That one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let the post speak for itself. I gotta keep scrolling. I gotta keep scrolling. I gotta keep scrolling. Here goes. Look, ooh wee. So this had been on my mind a lot. So Facebook helped me. Asking Kenneka Martin, mama, how only her and her siblings on her side got money for this, but not only that it affect by her death or getting harassed about what happened. I asked why the siblings only Kenneka dad's side get blocked out the blue. Come on, bro. Hold on, let's keep going. Miss Teresa throwing everybody off. Look, Miss Teresa throwing everybody off. Jay Money found out what was going on. Look. He looking for Kenneka still after they told her she was no longer alive. How would you want to know where she was at? You see, she blocked out the timestamp. She blocked out the timestamp. Let's keep it going. Hold on. Look, keep Monifa's name as the best friend. Throw everybody off. Now watch this. Kenneka Ma, you was everything. A beautiful black woman, full of sexy lip, nice size. Stop it. Stop it. And she got 200 likes for that weak ass post. Then Miss Teresa gonna tell you, I believe everything what they told me. This is all Mariah, folks. This Mariah people. Look, September the 10th, 2017. What time? 8 in the morning. Wow, my mom woke me up to some disturbing news about my little baby Kenneka. What? Y'all see she on 13 in Christiana, right? Watch this. You gotta keep scrolling. You see how Quetta pumping everybody? Yeah, me and Kenneka standing 10 toes. Make sure friends were good and all this. Look, sharing all this, right? Boom, September the 30th. We ball for all the soldiers we lost. What? I love you, cousin. And trying to play as a cousin. That's why I was like, Zaria was family members, bruh. And come to find out, she lied. Bitch was never cousins. She was the best friend. And let Monifa play the best friend role while she played the cousin. Hold on. This on September the 30th, 2017. That's why you don't hear nothing. You think a best friend gonna say I'm cousin? Look at her hair. Look at her hair and look at Kenneka hair. In the freezer. In the freezer. Same goddamn it wavy wig, bro. Look. Keep it scrolling. Then look at her body. Before she got look. Same body that you see on the footage. Same, look at the booty. The booty finna be a dead giveaway right here. I got the footage pulled up right here. Which one y'all want to see? This one? Look. Same booty. Same shape. Look. Same shape. Look at this. Man, come on, bruh. Same shape. Payao. Look at this. Keep the chest in mind. If you look at this same hairdo, this would be the same hairdo on the footage. I can prove it to you. The head matching again. Boom, bracing for the wall. Look. That's Zaria all day long, bruh. Look at this image right here. Look at the titties. Watch the titties. That's why her chest edited. Look, you got she walking up under lights. And this dog still on her chest area. Look, watch this. Cause they got to cover up the chest. Look, you see that chest? Look at those big ass titties. Big plump titties. Here we go. Boom. Just like her friend. Same. Look at her body. Same body structure, bro. Same body structure. Look at the jugs. Look at the hair. Watch this. When I blow this up, look at the hair. It's finna get wavy and curly. Boom. Here we go. Look, watch this. Look at the hair when it get boom. 1, 2. You see how curly that hair is now? Boom. You see how the face blurred out? Bam. Hold on. Boom. Keep it going. You can even see the curls right here. Look at the curls right here. I wish I could blow it up a little bit. I can't zoom in on this joint. But you could do it on your phone. Tap the screen and zoom in on your screen on this area. That's simple. Because I'm doing it on my tablet right now. You zoom in. Zoom in on your phone and do you see all of this right here? Now, if you see all of this, man, bro, You see the front of, don't this look like the front of her head when it come to her? Man, that's big receipt. You can't see this hairstyle. Look, what I'm showing you, look at the hairline. You see, don't it match this, bro? Don't it match? You can see the lightning part till it get darker in her, till it get darker up there. Now watch this. Let's keep it scrolling. This all they is. Pop they stinking ass. That's all they do, nothing but some freak. That's why Kenneka don't want to be a part of this shit, bro. Look, keep it scrolling. Tyra Thompson, this the same. Oh, this the same girl that Crenshaw was exposing to when they were little cousin. And this one Chosen King was like, yeah, this Kenneka cousin right here. Look, look. Kenneka Ma, look at us. I wish you were here to see how far I came. Cause you sacrificed her. Now you doing celebrity her all this cause you sacrificed your best friend. That's how loyal to you was. Look, September the 10th. The smile just lit up the room, baby. September the 10th, what? Man, stop it. September the 13th. Now Irene just popped this new video live. It wasn't never Irene. It was the Mammonym uploading these videos and Lyra Nora trying to prove she was still in the room between the hours of 1 and 2. So look who they'll be covering up for between the hours of 1, 2, and 3 o'clock. While everybody would still be in the hotel room partying. Hold on. I got the surveillance footage. Check this out. Look. Zari Rawls with Kenneka. There's no doubt that I trade places with you in heaven because it's hard for me to tell I love you. What? I'm standing over your grave because I know I never hear your voice again. And dressed up just like her. So check this out. Kenneka her supposed to been flat iron straight. Why would this look like if this her already curly? She could have took that wig off and put it on Kenneka. It'll be a match. Hold on, it's finna even get better. It's finna even get better. Watch this. Let me stop lying to all you people. Her and Kenneka Martin been friends since the 3rd grade. What? Now you see who they really fuck with. Sorry, bro. Hold on. Let's keep it scrolling. Let's keep it scrolling. This when she texted her best friend, Zaria. That just hurt my heart because I'm like, man, why would you look? She said, I want you to come through, short of me on my feet, neat. Mike couldn't do any. Mike. Oh, ain't that the same Mike on the footage? Look. She mentioned Mike. Look at the dates. This September the 25th. This when Zach telling everybody, look, Zach at the hotel on September the 25th interviewing managers. Well, he already interviewing manager, but that's when he would get surveillance footage. Just imagine y'all when the surveillance footage really came out. Hold on, look. Keep scrolling. Times and dates still matter. Let them clear all the rumors. Kenneka Jenkins is clearly shown in this video. This is what throwing everybody off. This video. You thinking she's still in the room at this time, but you will see her on this video, right? 4 years, if you all cared enough in helping me find my little baby, Kenneka Martin, I shouldn't have to be. Stop it, Miss Teresa. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all, look, they look. What's getting me? Y'all told us don't record or have your phones out. Why would the police tell you that if you weren't on their crime scene? Man, let's expose them, gang. Man, look, bro, we got him in a chokehold. Look, Zaria Walls again. Why it had to be you, babe? Not those, not to sound selfish, but you made me weak. You always said not to let nobody see me down, but I can hide. Bro, why you set her up then? Then you showing the picture that y'all got friendship rings and shit, promise rings. You know what I'm saying? That's why Monifa said Kenneka didn't want to join the Illuminati. Look who would be in the Illuminati in this scene. Her best friend. Hold on, let's keep it rolling. September the 9th, 2022. Damn, it been 5 years. I want to know what you doing up there. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. This what gets me. Kenneka was disabled around 2-ish. Oh, my niece set up the room 926 crying. Her family told her because now what this sound like? Just to clear the air, my niece is the one that called and stated that Kenneka was disabled around 2. What? At 2-ish p.m.? I could eat all of this up with the paperwork right now. Cause you should have never mentioned timestamps on her. Hold up. Put it on the big screen, goddamn. Look. Kenneka, check this out. So this will be around 2-some p.m. Guess what the footage show in the lobby at 2-some p.m. on September the 9th? On September the 9th at 2-some? Ooh-wee. Now the missing person report finna be exposed. This what this. Don't y'all remember they said it was somebody that was close? Look, y'all remember, y'all finna thumb me up for this one. Y'all remember in the report Trey Gang showed y'all, and it was said it was a friend of a close friend of the family, and said Kenneka had on the Adidas outfit on, not the jean jacket. Remember that? And the police were like, No, she had on the jean jacket outfit. Mm. This is the reason why they had to come back up to the hotel. Cause if check this out, Kenneka came on the 6th in a jean jacket outfit. On September the 9th, that's when she was wearing Adidas outfit, the footage that we would never see, right? And they just showed September the footage on the 6th to show you what clothes she had on the 6th. That's why I had to reenact it on the 9th with the same clothes on. Pow! Pow! That's why Adidas outfit came up and her fucking ass Susan said, I still got clothes. And that's what she had, the Adidas outfit in the car. And they changed the clothes. And that's why Zaria gave her clothes. Man, I can break this shit down so, bruh. That's why they had to play that girl on the 6th. Look, that's why they had to say she had this on the 9th and won some heading towards the freezer. In reality, this the friend, know what I'm saying, had on the outfit that Kenneka would have on the 6th. I'm finna play all this stuff, bro. I gotta break this down before I get to all of this. You got to see this. You got to read all of this. Let's keep it scrolling. Stop letting Monifa lie to y'all people, saying her and Kenneka Martin is friends since the 3rd grade. What? Look at this. This is in August. This is what Kenneka would look like. Look at her, bruh. Look at her. This the same girl that was hanging with Azaria in the car. Talking about, yeah, y'all were there. Here go Quetta. Watch this. I want to see you smile and hear you laugh because I know this not real. Stop it. And she got on the Adidas outfit on. And she's sharing this on September 10th at 11:30 a.m. They discovered that girl in the freezer at what time? Allegedly. Watch this. Oh, I already read that. September 3rd, Zaria Walls again. Look. They all laughing. This the same brawl. Boom. Laughing. Boom. You. And they. Look at this. Look at the hair. It matched all that on the footage. Boom. This in February the 5th, 2016. I wish this girl, Kanisha L. Jenkins, stop claiming people as her what? Family. My father had 4 daughters and 1 son, so if you not Kenneka Martin, live. Oh! What? And that's in 2016? Man, that hit real different. That hit real different from me. If this is February, this a year before she died. And she talk about this girl. Damn, Crystal Graham. Mm. Here goes Shakaya Garrett. Look how they were living before that girl died. There wasn't nothing but some bomb-ass freak bitches, some bomb-ass hoes that's out here fucking with no good-ass nigga want to make it in the game, bro. Look, this is October. This when they closed the case. Look, when they closed the case, there's no doubt that I trade places with. Come on, bitch, you there now? Here go the same girl. October. I miss tweaking with you. Man, stop it. Stop it. Look at all of them, bruh. All of them. Let's keep scrolling. Look. Miss Teresa doing interviews on Dr. Oz show. Mm-hmm. Let's keep scrolling. This is 2016. Look. She was a bomb bitch. She a bomb bitch. All these hoes bomb as hell, bro. Let's keep scrolling. We gotta keep scrolling. Because I just want y'all to see one particular text. Here go the rings. Y'all remember it was a big talk about where Kenneka ring at? Why is Kenneka ring missing? And this the ring that she would have with her best friend, bro. They got matching rings. Come on, man. Where's the justice for Kenneka? Because when I look on the internet, everybody on this whole side. Because this bitch drowned in a fucking river. Know what I'm saying? Everybody, then look at all these bloggers talking about this girl like this girl was famous as hell before she died. Look how much clout that girl just got died. A nobody bitch, bro. That's how the Illuminati works. Look, September the 10th. What time this is? This in the afternoon. You all bogus, Irene, Monifa. Kenneka mom was y'all best friend since the 3rd grade. Look how they going along throwing Monifa this the best friend. You can't let Zaria go down for this. Look. Let's keep scrolling. See that? That's all they did. Set that girl up and clout chase on that girl and killed that girl, bruh. Then when Miss Teresa get exposed, that's why, man, you had people in there coming. This what Miss Teresa didn't like. Man, get up on AK-47 in Trey game. Cause you look guilty. You ain't fooling the public no more, bro. People seeing through that shit. If I play AK-47 video now, that man, bruh, he told everybody what it was. That's why they say fake ass friends. That's why they every time when they mention Kenneka name, that's why they were like, yeah, her fake ass friend. Cause they really talk about Zaria, not Monifa. Cause Monifa and them came back in the picture, bro. That's why when you go back on Kenneka page, she reminiscing a good time that she had with Monifa and them. If they were going to school together or when they were young, she done moved on, bro. Let's keep it scrolling. Look what all they showing. You can tell they mindset, bruh. Look at their mindset, bruh. Look at their mindset. They always shaking their ass. Look, this in 2016. This when the girl started to learn how to do her, bruh. So how a year later you doing celebrity hers and you on top of the game and you just, come on, bruh. Look at this shit. Bitch can't even twerk. You know what I'm talking about? So look all these videos they been showing Kenneka. Look, the girl got an eye ring here. She wearing her best friendship ring, because they got rings together. You know what I'm talking about. September the 15th. Hold on, what did it say? I'm sorry, but not sorry for what I'm about to post. I wish some of you would put half as much effort into investigation who shot and killed my son as you do into the Kenneka Jenkins murder. What? What? Oh man, I got to look into that. I gotta look into that. Yeah. Boy, I gotta look into that. Didn't this shit happen in Florida? So Zach, look what Zach talking about on September the 14th. Sunday morning. John said literally, I'm sick and tired of everybody on social media bashing me and my friends over the death of our best friend and little sister. Hold up. Keep it scrolling. I feel like yesterday I was asking Kenneka, what should I name my baby? She was like, name her Kenneka. We look, hold on, wait a minute. Don't y'all know Quetta got a post out here saying that once upon a time, Kenneka was dating her baby daddy. Let me show you the post. For anything because they was detective. So I asked the black one, have you heard about Kenneka? That man eyes got water and his voice started to crack just like about it. And he was explaining, man, I don't even want to hear all that shit right there. Hold on, let me keep scrolling. I told y'all when I did the background, her family in the real estate. Hold up, let me keep scrolling. I gotta keep scrolling. Come on now, don't do me like that. Guess what she worked at? Look, guess what Kenneka worked at when she had this on? That's the giveaway right there. Hold up, where that video at? Something told me to take a picture of that video there. Man, where that John at? Come on. Oh man, no. All right. So look what will be going on at this time. This how she was placed in the freezer. They change her clothes and everything, bruh. At 3-something in the morning. 3-something in the morning. And look what be on the footage at 1-something in the morning. Hold up.
Wonder if we were going to get a call or email asking us about it, as we really do not know how many people have watched their videos. I cannot understand why the time and dates are wrong. This perturbs us, as we are not all crazy to know that we were not there on September 9th. We had left and at a hotel far away. They state that this girl died by entering the freezer drunk and froze to death by an accident, closing the case. But I have to question, how did we get in that surveillance on the date she wandered the halls and people looking for her when we had left the hotel? My son saw your PSA in a Facebook group, as he has now been following the case since we stayed. It said that you were seeking information, so I am reaching out to you if you can help us with answers, or anyone to help pertaining to the dates of the surveillance, as no one at the hotel, police, even to our attorney are getting answer. If not, it's understandable, but thought to share our experience in this with you and for others to hear our story. Attached our hotel's receipts to know that we were there. I cannot show who we are, as my family is too scared. However, I'm willing to talk to you on the phone, so you know I speak the truth. If you can help us in any way to figure this out, we would greatly appreciate it. Sincerely.
So check this out, y'all. This is why you got 54 saying this shit.
Shirt. I mean, shit. Did she change shirts?
This at
Was she in
time.
Kennetar's lab after?
So look, this when the girl came out at once. So let me go to my surveillance footage.
Let's talk about it.
Boom.
We still right.
That's why you got boom. Look.
Now,
Watch what apple cider vinegar does to your dog's teeth.
Best way to get rid of stinky dog breath? Crunchy veggies for natural.
assuming that was Kenneka that we saw at 3.
Hold up. Watch this. Now you got to watch this at one song. This was going on at one song. Watch this game. Now you finna see why all those people there with the luggage. You finna see management. Keep this in mind, at 120, they finna be texting on that girl, I'm ready to go. So they luring that girl down to the lower level while her best friend playing her on the lower level, bruh. Look, this is what you finna see at one some going on 3 o'clock. So that means you got 2 hours to watch on this footage, bruh. Where is it? Boom. That's him on the footage. That's him. Not who 54 told everybody who that was. That's him that's gonna be meeting up in the lobby. Look at all these dudes, bruh. While that's going on in the lobby, this is what the best friend will be doing. So watch how this finna hit different. That means you gotta watch this, John, all the way up to 3:15. 3:15, bruh. And I'm finna mute my microphone for this one, cause now y'all finna stay. Now look, cause keep this in mind, when it comes to Kenneka phone, when they say they ready to go and you got a text message 30 minutes later say I am too, guess who you finna see in the lobby? Boy, y'all finna see the main head honcho in charge of the kitchen. He gonna be walking out with them, bruh. Look, check it out. Now look, it's going down. This right at the time, everybody on their phone. This is why you got her in the library. Watch this. This is why you got these dudes finna come in at 1:20. This is why they going to the kitchen. Look, and these the same people that's affiliated with Azaria, bruh. Man is cousin of Kenneka, bruh. Zaria and them, they in on everything. Even the people in the lobby. Look, that's why you see everybody in the lobby. That's a police officer. This is a police officer. That's why he gonna be with who? Chasing Truth, the one that collaborated with Greg Hughes. That's who that is. That's a YouTuber, bruh. Why you think she's staying? Why you think she's sitting all the way over there and everybody sitting over here? Ain't that strange? That's that lady called Chasing Truth. Look who she would be with. Look who this lady would be. Let me skip this shit. Watch this. Guess what Friends K finna go? Straight to the room. Boy, right at one song. And one song. Then look at the boy. The boy even know the dude behind the front desk. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. Boom. And guess who she finna come in with? The dude with the dreads. Cause I don't think she finna look where she going. Boom. Let's skip it. And check this out. Everybody know these couple heard something on the lower level at one song. So now look, don't everything match up when Tayzon they said the police just standing right over here over the camera. Everybody that you see here is in on the setup. All of these people, bruh, is staff members, organizer people, and celebrities, bruh. Celebrities. Look this shit up. Now look at all the movement. Now watch him. That's why the front desk will be going outside. This is why everybody heading towards the parking lot. Guess who's gonna need a change in clothes? Cause at some point in time, around by this time, somebody dick gonna be little and still gonna be in the room with Kenneka, bruh. That's why he on the move. Just keep watching. Man, this footage hit so different at 133. 133. That's why he need change of clothes, bruh. Guess who he finna take him to? Look. This what Mr. Teresa didn't want nobody to know, bruh. This shit finna go back all the way back to Zaria. That means Zaria must have Kenneka phone and left out with it, cause Kenneka would be asking for her phone in the room. And Zaria will be texting Leonor. Hello, y'all. Let me skip this shit. So round about this time, this is what Gina McGill was talking about. This was Gina McGill. Everything what you said, that's why Gina McGill said the police were there. Everybody working at the hotel was in on it. You see them all on the surveillance camera in the same frame. You see what I'm saying? This is why Miss Reese was mad at Gina McGill, because look what Gina McGill was exposing to Zach on the call. Like, yeah, look, Zach, let's keep it going. You got to keep it going. All of this finna pop up, how she got the tape, all of this, bruh. So boom, that's the, look, that dude right there, I thought he was the police officer, but he the assistant beverage manager, bruh. He a beverage manager looking for Lenny. That's why he was at the front desk. Boom. All at the front desk was like, hey, like he looking for an employee. I got content about him. That's who he gonna be related to, Lenny. That's who he was looking for. So when French K said, look, around 1 and 2, Risco had control of the cameras and Lenny missing. Guess where you finna see Lenny? In the lobby with Westry now. I'm finna show you Lenny with Westry now, bruh. On the footage. Watch this. What time? I need to go on and skip it. I need to just go on and skip it. I mean, yeah, Lenny right here. They go Lenny, right? Hold up. Hold up. Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
They left her. It didn't take two for her. It's one person.
Look. You finna see Lenny now. Pop up in the lobby. That's why you see the white girl? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. That's the white girl the new reporter asking Little Nora about. Ain't this the same time in Kenneka phone? Girl, let's get out of here. Let's go. Everybody finna leave now. Mm-hmm. Everybody finna leave now, goddamn. With management. Shit. I knew, I was like, man, you gotta watch that footage to understand it. Now, here we go right here. Hold on, just check it out. There go Frank Kane. I think it's gonna be before this. Let me skip it. There's Kenneka brother with them. They go the dude with the gray hoodie on. Where the other dudes at? I think they came in before they did. Yeah, it's gonna be before that. Hold on. Hi, y'all. Right here. And here go the supervisor that's over the restaurant. Look, with them. That's a manager right there over the restaurant, gang. They posing like they just checking out the hotel. And they following them. That's why they waiting on them and they all leaving together, bruh. Boom, that's why he come in. That man blended in with them folk, bruh. Boom. With them folk, bruh. And look what time this is. 1:57. Do this hit different? Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me see, do I can pull it up. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Right here. Kenneka phone. Can we go to these text messages? Look what time this text messages say. Me too. I said the D look little. Look, they even laughing. And this at what time? Who you see sneaking out with them? Why you think where everybody else going then? Hi y'all. They thought they was smart, but like, let me just blend in with them like I'm just a regular guest checking out. So basically, all y'all finna go to the kitchen. So that means when they got her out the room at 120 some, at 120, look where they all heading 30 minutes later to the kitchen. And then boom, you just seen the staff member. Look, just look at everybody fit. Watch what he finna do. The front desk. It ain't over with. Look, let me go to these. Look at this shit, bruh. Look what's going on. Now you see why the news. Matter of fact, let me play Irene video.
Her directly.
Look, now you see why this person made this video 6 years ago, September the 14th, 2018, right? Look who that was exposing then. That's why everybody was showing this picture. Look what it read at the bottom. Kenneka Jenkins, hold on. Matter of fact, hold up. Put that John there.
September 9th, 1:36 a.m. A Facebook Live video appears to show the party in a 9th floor hotel room. The video, now viewed by millions.
Y'all heard the time, don't it?
September 9th, approximately 1:30 a.m.
Now look at this.
Jenkins sends a text message to her sister, according to police reports. The family says that's the last time they hear from her directly. September 9th, 1:36 a.m. A Facebook Live video appears to show the party in a 9th floor hotel room. The video, now viewed by millions, features a woman in mirrored sunglasses talking to the camera.
So it would make sense that Azaria had Kenneka phone and text messaging the sister, and the sister like, I ain't getting no text message to cover that part up. That's why I told everybody, I said, when I first learned about the Kenneka Jenkins case, when that video went viral, that motherfucker said best friend set best friend up to get raped, bro. It had nothing to do with Irene sharing it to Monifa page, none of that, because them the edit video that Livinora wants you to believe. You got the brother on the footage. Look. I need to go to that post. Watch this.
Reflected in her glasses is the other side of the hotel room, where Jenkins appears to be sitting. September 9th, 2:17 a.m. Jenkins posts a Snapchat video that appears to show her in a hotel bathroom, according to what her sister told police. Friends say there were about 30 people at the party and that Jenkins spent the time talking with friends, drinking and dancing. September 9th, around 3 a.m. As friends prepare to leave the party, Jenkins realizes she's missing some belongings, including her phone. She stands in the hallway by the 9th floor elevator while her friends go back to the room to look for her belongings, according to a police report. A friend said it took about 10 or 15 minutes.
And this who would leave the coffee cup in the freezer. Ariel. Him. Bruh, that's who gonna have the coffee. That's who's gonna lead the coffee cup. Cause look what time he the only one on the footage with the coffee cup. So look. Ain't this the time I told y'all he was counting Kenneka money and showed y'all this man counting the money? Then the area where he come from, he was coming from the lower level kitchen. And then guess what? Hold on, y'all. Let me find my picture again. Let me go back to Kenneka watch. I'm gonna pull Kenneka watch up. Mm-hmm. Not this one. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find Kenneka watch again. I'm reading the whole playbook now. What to watch it? So now look, if you watch this, I gotta go to Irene live. Right here.
The clout ain't shit happened to you. Ain't nothing.
So only thing what you need to be concerned about, listen to when Irene said what time she came up missing. The girl came up missing around 1 some. Man, y'all, they gonna have possession of the body for 2 hours. Now we know they place her in the freezer for show at 3:15, bruh. 3:15 in the morning on September the 9th, right? In this position. Standing up, right? Damn. So now look. If check this out, if you knock the date on September the 10th and knock it to the 9th at 1:49, watch this. Man, at some point, bruh, they done goddamn it changed. They done flipped the body, took pictures and everything. Hold up, y'all.
Wrong with you? Your name ain't been drugged in the dirt. None of that. It's me. Bitch, stay on here talking to me. If it wasn't for me, Kenneka still be here. Bitch, you left her drunk in the hallway by herself unattended, a fake ass friend. That's what you did. You left her unattended, and remind you, you told me out your own mouth, Monifa. Yeah, Kenneka gone. Where she go? I tell your ass, go look for her. How did you lose her? That was within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, did you go back? No. You stayed and party. Fuck you talking about? You got me fucked up. I'm not finna keep hushing up for you bitches. Neither one of y'all. You and Maya left her, but I ain't you. It's you right now. It's about you right now, Monifa. It's all about you right now. Fuck you talking about? Since you going making statuses and Tiara, I will beat your ass. I will beat the fuck out you. I don't want to talk to you, period. Ain't nothing to talk about. And
So, if you look at the circus Zaria had, she the one that fucked with the shooters and the hitters. So everybody gonna be scared of Zaria. She the one that got gang now. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you know who Zari is, Zari was just one number, the average girl in the neighborhood fucking with gang now. And somehow they came across about setting Kenneka up. Watch this. They set the girl up, took up for Zaria, because the dudes that was in on it, they don't want no smoke with these folks. They live with these people, bro. So they gonna have to follow suit. So when you hear this shit, look how 54 Keys do everybody off on the timestamp.
The fight. You know? I mean, we don't know, but we need to figure this shit out, okay? That's just the bottom line. We need to figure this part out because this is a huge piece to the puzzle. Now, I know some people don't believe that whole struggle at the end of the hallway.
That's why a fight came up. They know about the fight, and guess what time the fight will be started? Guess time the fight will happen. Round about this time, won't it? Won't this match up when the news reporter said, yeah, that white chick claiming she was Kenneka's friend? Well, not the white chick. They said somebody that claimed to be friends with Kenneka, and she had a knife in her hand. It made me think different now. Cause if you look this girl up, she messed with Gang Gang now. Her baby daddy there with her. You see what I'm saying? So this when Miss Teresa would be calling the hotel, talking about where that footage is in about 15 minutes. It's 2:15. If Miss Teresa would call that hotel at 2:30, you see why that lady had to call that hotel at 2:30 and told everybody she don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? So, if Frank Kay said she was at the pool and you're gonna be around this time, now you will understand why they were carrying her body towards the freezer upstairs. Look at Monifa. Boom, you got to move the body now. So if you look at how Miss Teresa, guess what Miss Teresa trying to do? If anything pop off, they were going to take the downfall because they the one that's seen going down there in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? Anything pop off, that's why Shamaya, you know what I'm saying, Bree, it's like all of them are going to go down if they get popped off. She finna go, look, watch this. So look, that's why it would make perfect sense. Shamaya would look at Monifa. She got her head down towards her like, man, I don't even want to do this shit. So now you know they finna move her to the freezer. And this down there finna take about 30 minutes to an hour. This is why all the cameras cut off in the kitchen. That's where you get your time skips at. Hey, y'all. Let's get the 200 likes, gang. Hold on. So look. I got to play all this shit, bro. This is why they gave us this shit.
Wait a minute, I'm doing something.
This is all.
I know I'm doing something. And I don't want you on here. Because that's one thing you're not going to do. I'm not going to have my son on here talking and y'all see my son and it be something. Nah. Like, it can't get fresher out of the donkey mouth than that. Monifa. They had that girl beat up. But can't even put a headstone on her grave.
Told y'all.
So that tells you what happened to her. And the little and short, and I know who was in that hallway. You should be ashamed of yourself.
See that? I told y'all, bruh. Guess who be in the hallway playing Kenneka? Her best friend.
In that hallway, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's your family. That's your family. Sick bastards.
That's why she said that's your friend. And turn around and say that's your family. Cause obviously all on her Talking about that's her cousin. That's her cousin. Chicago know where's the friend, so they had to play the public, bro. That's why a lot of people from Chicago started following me, because they were like, hey, gang, you own the keep pushing. But this one thing I didn't know about the Zaria thing, bro. About the Zaria. It opened up. Now I understand. All this was a confusion coming from this bitch. And look who's sharing this. Y'all remember the teddy bear? Boy, this shit finna. Y'all remember the teddy bear dude? What that 2-time teddy? That's who's sharing this shit. Look him up. Hold on. That's why they sharing this shit, bruh. They all want to be rappers. They a part of the Illuminati. These girls do anything for these niggas. Hold up. 54 Key can stop this shit, bruh. She know everything about this white girl because they talking about it in one song. That's the secret. 54 know what was going on in one song, bruh. 2 song and 3 song. So basically they had 3 hours to cover up a murder, bruh. 3 hours to cover up a murder. Hold on. I ain't really just showed y'all what I really want to show y'all. If you go, look, watch this. I gotta keep scrolling till I find that, John. If you type in Kenneka Martin, look at all the posters that's finna. You finna expose everybody, bro. Quetta got a post on her claiming that her and her baby daddy, Kenneka and her baby daddy had some relation with each other. She probably already took that post down. Should have recorded this shit, man. Cause every time when I try to do it like this, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the man talking about, yeah, I got questions. First, Leonora, look, Kenneka was that type that party and stay out of the time. And stay out all the time. And I don't think it's known for her to be out all night, me getting up, sick in bed, go find my... Stop it! With a smile on your face? Bruh! They in the hotel room now. They ain't nothing but some freaks. Hold up. I got to find it. Man. Tell y'all what, gang. I'm going to go live in a minute. Because I got to find that post and it's going to make all sense. What is that post? Hold on, y'all. Let me find her brother right quick. Let me find her brother. Let me find her brother right quick. And this finna make a lot of sense when I find the brother. Cause I had all that stuff pulled up, man. I don't know why it be disappearing. Now look at it. Now y'all remember all of this stuff? Kenneka Martin, best friend, Monifa Shelton. What? So now look. Why everybody when Zaria died, why everybody admit that's Kenneka real best friend? So look what Miss Teresa had them young ass girls doing. Them young ass girls around grown ass men. Brother, she got a. I got to find that post, y'all. Hold on, let me find it. I believe YouTube really be checking my history, cause man, when I be having look, here it go. I love my baby daddy girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever you want to call her fucking name, Kenneka Martin. What that mean? What? And this March 30th, 2017. And look who said this. Do y'all know who this is? This family. So, don't that go back to Florida when that lady talking about justice for her son? Uh-oh. It's gonna get real serious. Everybody know who she is, right? Look at the picture. You don't know who that is now? Look. Look at some younger pictures. Uh-oh. If it start looking, uh-oh. Who that look like now? So, what about this pose? See that? Look. Oh, stop it. Come on, man. Last thing, Texas need to be popping up. Look. Well, I guess that's it. Hold on. And then everybody suspect that will be showing old ass photos when these people were young as hell. Remember this shit? That's her brother old page right here. This look who this is. That's the crazy part about it. Let me go to Kenneka Jenkins. Hold on. I need to find that goddamn. I got to find it, gang. There she go. There go her cousin. Right here. That's the girl that's talking about, yeah, shout out to my baby daddy, ex-girlfriend. What? That's her right here. This the same one. Look, this the same one that was laughing at the girl grave. This the one that made the post. Where is it? Right here. You see this? She got 68 shirts on this shit, bro. What? Hmm. So you mean tell me they had the same dude? That's probably why they brought up that story about Kenneka supposed to be pregnant by Rico and all this shit, but it probably be dealing with her. Cause this is where all the drama coming from. It's from these folks, her friends and family, bruh. They were talking bad on that girl, bruh. This what Chosen King was trying to tell everybody. Look how man them folk hated Kenneka, bruh. They been plotting up on this girl. They been trying to take that girl out, bruh. You got everybody over there come in. About 30 coming. I don't see all them motherfuckers. But this how though. The girl was already into it with these people, bruh. Damn. But yeah, gang, I'll be back. I got to let me organize my stuff so I can get this shit right. Man, come on, y'all. Y'all need to get those lights up, y'all. Let's get those lights up for Kenneka. We can't let her best friend get away with this. Well, she already dead. I know she probably be in hell by now, you know what I'm talking about? All that thunder booty she got, I know it's rotisserie like a motherfucker now. This should be well cooked done, you know what I'm talking about? That's a perfect time to have lunch. Yeah, don't be in your feelings about these bitch, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know it's so hot in here, man. I know she look like a real duck on the goddamn plate. With the look, yeah, buy me, give me two of those wings, please. And them ain't angel wings, you know what I'm talking about? I don't feel sorry for people that's out here setting up people and setting their best friends up and shit. I don't give a fuck if you died and you know what I'm talking about. I hate that you died, but karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. That's why your life is taken away from you. So you ain't finna enjoy it. Since Kenneka wasn't able to have kids of her own, that's why you died with no kids of your own. Karma is the bitch. And then what got me that you got these people, nobody act like they can't peep the game when it comes to social media. Be like, man, look at all these blogs. They talking about this girl as this girl was already famous and well talked about. You see what I'm saying? Man, look. Man, you got Joe Budden out here talking about this girl. What the fuck? You know her? What's really going on? You got all these celebrities talking about her? Come on, bro. Man, we'll be back. Hi, y'all.